Hi there, and welcome back to Mr. Mac Plays Bridge. This time, it's last week's free weekly instant match point tournament played June the 9th, 2023. Board 1. I was missing a suit. Partner passed his dealer. I opened one diamond and partner responded 2 clubs. Not the normal game force, but still showing a constructive hand with clubs. I bid my hearts. Partner jumped a 3 no trump, and I decided to sit for it. Directions have been reversed for clarity. The opening lead was the deuce of spades. Right defender put in the jack, and I won with the queen. Since I had 7 sure tricks and diamonds, I decided to play hearts to develop 3 more. I led the queen. Left defender won and played the 4 of spades. Right defender won and played a 3rd round. Luckily for me, neither defender ever played a club, which would have been awkward to say the least. At that point, I could count 2 spade tricks, 3 heart tricks, and 6 diamond tricks, so I claimed 11 tricks, making 5. Plus 460 was worth a little more than 78% of the match points. Board 2, a 17 count. Some players might open one no trump on this, but not me. It's too strong offensively and too weak defensively. I think it's unwise to open a no-trump bid with a singleton or 2 doubletons because it makes life easy for the defense. I opened 1 club and partner responded 1 heart. I rebid 2 no-trump, ostensibly showing a count of 18 to 19, but the playing strength and controls compensated for the lower count. Partner bid 3 diamonds, the new minor convention. I didn't have support for hearts, so I retreated to 3 no-trump. West led the 8 of diamonds. I won this trick with the ace and unblocked spades by cashing the ace into king. Then I played a small club from my hand. West played the jack. I won in dummy and played back a club, finessing the 10 on the way back. This was a major error. I remember thinking at the time that I was not going to be trapped into ignoring the percentage play, which is to finesse. This way of thought was driven by ego, which is the worst path to take when facing a critical decision. This was also an analytical error. Yes, finessing the 10 is the favored play to win the next trick because West's choice was restricted. When a defender plays a high card by force and not voluntarily, as here, the usual reason they didn't play another high card that they could have played was that they didn't have it. So the odds are that West did not possess the queen. However, if West started with a singleton club, I still had to lose a club trick to each remaining high card. I worked that out later, which was way too late. West won with the queen of clubs and continued diamonds. I won this trick with the king and finished clubs. I ended up with 5 club tricks, 2 high spades, and 2 high diamonds, making 3 no trump exactly. Making exactly 3 no trump scored 600 for a seriously bad match point score of 21%. On to board 3, a sound opener. I opened 1 heart, partner responded with a game forcing 2 clubs, and the robot on my right came in with 2 spades. Could it be right to double for penalties? I didn't think so. The robots do not make unsound overcalls, and when in doubt, it's best to trust a vulnerable opponent when they crash the auction. I passed, hoping that partner would double back in, but no. Partner jumped to 4 hearts. One thing I have learned is that once a robot has uncovered an 8-card fit in a major suit, it will not allow the contract to play in any other brand. I hate that because it is sometimes best to play in 3-no trump or elsewhere, even with a known fit in a major suit. Out came the 7 of spades. Damn! Partner had jack and 1 of spades. We could have beaten their brains out and 2 spades doubled. East won this trick with the queen and continued with the king of spades. And next a small spade. West roughed up with the jack, and I couldn't beat that. West now got out with a heart. I was in a strong position in all the other suits, so I drew trumps with the ace, king, and queen. And claimed the remainder, making 4 hearts. Making 4 hearts was slightly under average. The big scores went to those players who doubled 2 spades, which sinks by 2 tricks a penalty of 500. Those players were lucky. Had either East or West held the jack of spades, and East figured to hold it, 2 spades would have gone down 1 trick only for a penalty of 200, losing to all the north-south pairs scoring 400 plus in game contracts. Not only that, there are numerous layouts where 2 spades makes for a score of minus 670. So I'll stand by my decision not to double. On board 4, I had a sound opener in 4th seat with semi-balanced distribution. I'm sure that there were players who opened this hand 1-no trump, but not me. Besides being light in high cards for that bid, opening 1-no trump makes it impossible to land in part score contracts in spades or almost any contract in clubs, and it is easy to bid by opening 1 club. Partner responded 1 heart. I bid my spades, and partner gave me an invitational raise to 3. Since this hand was clearly better than minimum, I accepted the invitation and bid game in spades. The opening lead was the king of clubs. Dummy looked okay. East played the jack of clubs, and I got a bad feeling. West now shifted to the 8 of diamonds. I wanted to be in dummy for a finesse play in hearts, so I won this trick with the king. Then I led the queen of hearts. East played low, so did I, and the queen won the trick. Next, I cashed 2 top spades. First the king, then the queen. I led the 8 of clubs to continue the suit. West won with the 9 and came back with the jack of diamonds. I won this and played the ace of spades, and surprise, West discarded a club. Next, I played a club. West played the 10, and I roughed and dummy. Now a heart back to the ace. And a low club, and now West had to play the ace. Back came a diamond. I roughed with my last trump, and I was left with the good queen of clubs, so I made 4 spades. It would appear that I can't make the hand if West does not discard a club. Not so. Let's say that West throws a red card. I lead the 7 of clubs. West must play the 10 to prevent the 7 from winning. I ruff and dummy, return to my hand with the ace of hearts, and lead either remaining club, say the queen. West wins with the ace and plays a red card. I ruff with my last trump, and my 6 of clubs beats West's 5 to score the 10th trick. Unlike on board 2, where I trapped myself into a book play, this time I disregarded the normal play on the first trick by winning with the king of diamonds in dummy. The first lesson we learn when playing high cards is to play the high cards from the shorthand first. Had I followed that and won with the ace of diamonds in my hand, I would not have had a late entry card to my hand to set up clubs. Making 4 spades was worth almost 93% of the match points. Several declares went down. One South player opened 1 club and rebid 1 no trump over the response of 1 heart, missing spades. Winning at bridge rarely requires fancy bidding or play. The most important thing, as I discovered on board 2, is to keep your wits about you and apply the knowledge that you already possess. On board 5, I had a normal no-trump opener with 21 Cowan points, subtracting 1 for the Queen Doubleton. Everyone passed, and I got to play my least favorite contract. West led the deuce of spades. I played the 9 from dummy, East played the jack, and I won with the ace. I then embarked on a risky line of play by leading the queen of diamonds. This was dangerous because it might eventually allow the defenders to score 3 diamond tricks. I worried for naught. West won with the king of diamonds and led the ace of hearts. I liked that play a lot. West then played the 4 of spades. East played the queen, establishing my 8, and I won with the king. I entered dummy with the king of hearts and played the 10 of clubs, letting it ride. No worky. West won with the king of clubs and played another spade, driving out my last stopper. I cashed the queen of hearts and ran the clubs. At that point I had 9 tricks, and the defenders took the last one, so I made 3, 2 over tricks and 1 no trump. Plus 150 was worth 89% of the match points. Everyone opened 1 no trump and played there. Several players made only 8 tricks, and a few held themselves to 7. I was the only declarer that made the finesse play in clubs. Even though it lost, I came out better in the long run because I knocked out West's king of diamonds, a critical entry card. Board 6, a nice 17 count. I opened 1 heart and second chair, and partner gave me a 4-card limit raise to 3. Game was certain, and slam seemed out of reach, so I just advanced to 4 hearts. Routine. Out came the jack of diamonds. That had Singleton written all over it. So to prevent a quick catastrophe, I won this trick with the ace of diamonds in dummy. I played trumps. East had a singleton, so I had to play 3 rounds. Next, I played the 10 of diamonds to drive out the king. East won and cashed the ace of spades. East then played a club. I won this trick with the ace. I cashed the king of spades. And played the 8 of diamonds, overplaying with the 9 in dummy to make sure I wound up in the correct hand. Next, the queen of diamonds from dummy. And I had one more diamond in dummy, which I roughed even though it was good. I roughed the jack of clubs with dummy 7 of hearts. And I took the last trick with the good 9 of hearts. Making 5 scored 450 in about 61%. This is the normal expectation. Bid a major suit game, make 5, and get a little over average. Board 7. Balanced distribution and 23 Cowan points, so I opened 1 no trump. Partner transferred to hearts and jumped to 3 no trump. I was tempted to pass and try to make as many tricks in no trump as could be made in hearts. Had I been playing against real people at the table, that's what I would have done. But my experience online is that the major suit usually plays 1 trick better. West led the 4 of diamonds. I played dummy's king so I could make a finesse play in hearts next. I led the jack of hearts at trick 2. East covered with the queen, I covered with the king, and West won with the ace. West now played a club. I liked that. And I won a cheap trick with the jack. Next, the 6 of hearts, the 7 from West, the 9 from dummy, and East discarded a spade. So I had more work to do. Now I played a safe spade back to the ace, and the 4 of hearts, overplaying with the 5 in dummy so I could continue the suit, then the 10 of hearts to draw the last trump. Now the ace of clubs, and I already had taken 7 tricks, and I had 5 good winners in each hand, so I claimed the remainder for 12 tricks, making 6. This brought in 82% of the match points. A few declarers stayed in 3 no trump and also made 6 when West, just like at my table, gave them a club trick. Despite that, when the normal contract scores 82%, it's just plain greedy to try to improve. The downside risk is just too high. If no trump does not play for an extra trick, and there's not a high probability that it will, playing there will score under average and destroy your good game. Last board. Partner opened and I had a good hand. Slam was in the air. I responded 1 heart and partner raised. I bid 2 spades to get partner's opinion and they jumped to 4 hearts, meaning that they liked the spade bid. So I asked for controls and partner showed 2 key cards. A grand slam was barely possible, but only barely, so I settled for 6 hearts. In my own system, 4 no trump would not be key card, but advanced Roman. Partner would reply 5 clubs, showing 1 ace, and I would bid 5 diamonds to ask for the king. Partner would reply 5 spades, showing possession of the king, and I could try for 7 with 5 no trump. Partner would sign off at 6 hearts. If partner bid 6 clubs over 5 no trump showing the king, I would bid 6 no trump. And if partner bid 6 diamonds over 5 no trump, I would go all the way. West led the 9 of diamonds. I knew that West didn't hold the king because of the way the robots lead, but it could be dry, so I wasn't going to take any chances. I won this trick with the ace and dummy. Then I started trumps. First the king from dummy, then a heart to my queen, and finally the ace. Then I led the jack of diamonds to drive out the king. East won this trick and played back a club. I won with the ace. I played the 10 of diamonds and a diamond to the queen. Then I played enough winners to make sure that I had accumulated 9 tricks. With 9 tricks in the bag and 3 winners remaining in my hand, I claimed the remainder, making 6 hearts. 6 hearts was easy to bid and play, so making it was slightly over average at 57%. My overall score was 66%, good enough for second place. My ugly mistake on board 2 was expensive. Had I played it correctly, I would have won this event. The difference between winning and coming in well is the difference between applying your knowledge and ability to the actual situation at hand as opposed to playing by formula or by the book. That's it for this time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification icon, and I'll see you next time when Mr. Mac plays bridge.